Here's another update on my JBJ 28-gallon Nanocube tank. It has been 36 days since I've started the tank, so so far it has been doing quite well. I've started it on January 7th, 2012, and once the cycle has finished, I had transferred most of my corals over from another 10-gallon tank to this one on January 28th. So since then the corals have been doing fine, and I've been adding a few more corals and some fish. So actually we're quite lucky here today because you can see all 4 fish that I have in the tank. I'm very happy with this selection because each one of the fish I really like the coloration and their character. So I have first I started off with this azure damselfish, which you can see it's blue with the yellow tail and bottom. And next one was the 6-line wrasse, which you can also see, but it's right here on the left hand side behind the frog spawn. And we've got the clownfish, which was introduced about 3 days ago, and here's the royal grama right here. I'm really liking this guy. I added him yesterday and he's already coming about. What I really like about this setup right now is that you can really see all the fish. They're not shy and they're coming out, they just have been fed. So it's working out great. In addition to the fish, I have the open brain, which is doing great, but it's extremely large. So this thing balloons up to twice its size during the daylight. Then right here we have star polyps, which have not been doing great in a smaller tank, but now it's seems to be coming back to life quite nicely. And here's the 6-line wrasse right behind it. The hammer coral, which is doing very well. I'm really liking this guy. The colors are nice, and this is my new addition. I've just added this green SPS coral. I think it's Acropora, but I'm not sure which species yet. So I've just propped it up here. I'm going to be moving it away from the this base at a later date. The pulsing Xenios on the left is doing well, but it's moving around a lot. Since I've added it, it has already moved by a couple of inches. The Duncan is doing extremely well, but the Zoa, which we can see right here, has not been doing great at all. It has lost half of its polyps in my other tank, and even after being moved to this tank, it's just not doing well. I'm not sure why. So this time around I've moved it up from the bottom to a little bit higher, where there's better flow and movement. And here's my wonderful power head right here, and you can see 2 of the cleaner mags. So I'm using the Nano mag by 2 Little Fishes, which is great, but I've also picked up the other one, which is the new Vertex Duplex one, which you can see is kind of a translucent acrylic with the magnets inside. Really liking both. I think the Vertex is stronger, but I'm gonna give both of them a chance for a while. And then moving over here we have the frog spawn, which has not been doing well at all, but seems to be coming back to life after I've moved it a few times. It seems to like this location better. Candy cane. So the Duncan is doing great, and finally we have the torch, which has not been doing well. It's 3 of its heads were bleached in the other tank, but I think it's coming back to life. So you can see even with Xenia, it's really trying to move even from this location. It just goes, and it's probably twice as large as it was a month ago or so. Anyways, that's oh, and finally we have 2 Recordias here. I placed them on the bottom. So the tank is doing great. There's not much algae at all. I haven't had any algae blooms. And we can quickly take a look at what's behind the tank as well. So I'm running the skimmer. I'm really liking this HOB1 skimmer. It has been producing a lot of skimmate. I've propped it like this with the elbow. I'll try to add some light. So as you can see, the light is coming down like this, and I'm using the modified basket here with some floss and Purigen and Chemipure. Thank you, Brad, for that. And that's roughly it. Finally, we're gonna take a look at the internals. So at the moment, this is what I have. I've set up a little light here as well, so that's helping a lot. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but I hope I'm gonna clean it up once I get a controller. I still cannot decide whether I'm gonna get the Apex or the other one. And finally, this is a whole bunch of test kits and other equipment. So this is it. Second month into making. Really enjoying it.